Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Genuinely Intellectual. Thank you so much for stopping by. So today we are going to discuss about a fourth figure of speech, and that is metaphor. I'm sure many of you must already be knowing about metaphor, but today we'll be discussing it in more detail with a couple of examples for your better clarification. What is a metaphor? Metaphor is a figure of speech in which we compare two objects, usually by stating that one object is another or one thing is another. For example, the first example which I'm going to take is, my mom has a heart of gold. Now, I'm not literally meaning that she has a heart which is made up of gold. No. My mom has a heart of gold means that she's a very kind and a very generous person. So this is a phrase, this is a figure of speech which is metaphor, which can be used for people who are very kind and very generous. Oh, this person has a heart of gold. You have a heart of gold. That means you're very kind, very generous. The second example is, the chef is a magician. Now, I'm not saying that the chef is actually a magician. I don't mean it literally, but by saying that the chef is a magician, I mean to say that probably the chef has done a wonderful job at cooking his cuisine, at cooking his cooking the food, whatever he's making, and he is a magician. He has created magic with the food. The third example is, you are an open book. Now, by saying you are an open book, I mean to say that you are easy to understand. You can be easily understood. There is nothing secret about you. You are an open book. Okay, so these were a few examples of metaphors. Now, towards the end, I'm going to explain you a small difference between metaphors and personification. I know in the previous lesson we have studied about personification, and many people get confused between the two. In metaphor, as I said, we are comparing two objects or we are comparing two people by saying that one thing is actually another or one person is actually another. However, in personification, what we do is we impart some attributes, some human attributes or some living attributes to a non-living object or an entity. For example, if you remember my previous example in the personification lesson, I said the city sleeps at 10 p.m. Now, the city sleeps at 10 p.m. We are actually, I am saying that it sleeps. So, sleeps is a verb which can be used for someone who is a living being, right? Who is a living entity. We can use it for an animal, we can use it for a human, but we are using it for the city. We are using it for a non-living entity. So that is an example of personification. Why? Because we mean to say that maximum people in the city or almost everyone in the city, they sleep at 10 p.m. So we are using personification by saying that the city sleeps at 10 p.m. That means the city sleeps after 10 or at 10. Similarly, the second example of personification which I discussed was, the plant was begging for water. Now again, don't get confused. The plant is a living thing. It's not a non-living thing, but still the plant is not capable of begging or asking you for water. But the condition of the plant, it made me feel as if it was begging for water. Probably it was so dried up and it was about to die that I felt as if it was begging for water. So again, that is an example of personification where I'm using the word begging with the plant who is not capable of actually begging. I hope this was clear to you now, and if you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next session. Bye.